Hey, what's going on? My name's Mitch. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about my problem with the psychedelic community. My problem with, more broadly, the spiritual community, but more specifically, the psychedelic community. What's my issue? There's a reason why a lot of people who aren't into spirituality, they see people on the spiritual path as deadbeats, as dropkick losers without a job who leech off the welfare system. That's a stereotype for a reason. I'm not saying that everyone on this path is like that, but I have met my share of them in this community. Caveat, I've met some amazing, extremely self-actualized, extremely well-rounded in their spiritual pursuits, their relationships. They've got a great relationship with their kids. They've got a great financial situation. Their health is good. You know, I've met some amazing people in this community. But on the balance of probabilities, I meet more on the side that I'm going to rant about today than I have the self-actualized ones. So, all of what I'm going to talk to you about is based on this hypothesis, and I think it's good. I did hear this from someone else, so I'll give them credit if they want to comment below, but the theory is, the psychedelic community, what we're doing when we take the plants, when we ingest the plant medicines, is we are activating the higher chakras. This is based on the chakra system model. You activate the third eye, your crown chakra. You're getting universal downloads from, it's coming all from above. You're getting it all, and it's feeding into you. You understand that all is love. You understand that we're all connected. You understand that we are all one. That all there is love. You understand that on a deep, knowing, understanding level, and you bring that back. And you probably tell everyone in your social circle that you understand this, and they don't. Why don't they know that we're all one? It's because they haven't taken the plants and they're not woke like we are. No, but seriously, there's a bit of a problem with this, because when in traditional spiritual paths, the meditation path, yogis, traditional path, you'll cultivate their spiritual practices. It's almost like the traditional path would be, say, the path of the Buddha, the Buddha's story. If you're not familiar, the Buddha, the story is that he was I'm going to completely butcher this now, but I believe he was a prince. He was royalty, right? And he had it all. He had, he didn't, he was kind of born into it, whatever, but, he had it all. He had his palace, he had the money, he had access to food, women, all of it. He had access to it all. But one day, he decided just to leave his life and meditate from memory, it was 7 years before he became enlightened. He was sitting under the lotus tree, I think it was. So it took the Buddha 7 years to probably understand what you understand when you drink a cup of ayahuasca and know that we're all one, and you have that experience until it, physically leaves your system, then you no longer understand it. So what I think would be more beneficial to people within this community is to cultivate those practices, actively be doing, your meditations, your yogas, your body work, exercise, all of that. You want to be cultivating almost from, you've already blown those centers out, you've completely woke to your crown and your third eye, and you understand universal truths. But what you need to do is you need to cultivate the lower centers based on the chakra system again. You want to be cultivating your root chakra. You want to be doing things to activate your solar plexus, to, look into this. But my belief is that you're just an unbalanced human being on an energetic level if you take the plants over and over and over again and you're not seeing change in your life. Because if you don't take the plants to implement change in your life, what's the point? You're getting woke for you're having a spiritual wank, are you? Just to become woke and look down on other people. If that's what you want to do, good for you. But I think we're all using the plants respectfully. And I think we're all doing that for more than just to have an ego trip to people who aren't on the spiritual path. My next gripe is it's an echo chamber. I see a lot of spiritual people, and probably through similar mental gymnastics that create the sort of the God complex that I was just talking about, where people look down on normies and they don't think that they think that they're better than them, more spiritually evolved. This is all a spiritual journey. This is all, if we are all one, this is the person going to work every day to provide for their family, because they don't go home and meditate 12 hours, does that make them any less spiritual than you? It's a spiritual task doing anything in life. And I think that's a big disconnect for a lot of people. They don't understand that all of this is a lesson. Life is a lesson. And if you can't see that, you need to revisit your spiritual beliefs. You need to do some introspection. You need to ask why do you feel the need to feel more superior to others? Why is this a need for you? This is probably coming from a sense of inadequacy. That's my biggest observation, is I see people with big opinions, with big superiority complexes, and it's based on their feelings of inadequacy. I can see it in them. You look into someone's eyes and you can see if they're confident in themselves. You can see it all over someone's body language. You can see it all over how someone talks. Mate, go back 5 of my videos ago and you'll see where I'm probably not feeling confident to where I'm feeling more confident on the camera now. So if you can see that, just see it in your spiritual friends. I think there's quite a lot of, I don't really like the word, but there's quite a lot of trauma within the spiritual community as people almost trying to feel significant because they don't feel complete within themselves. But you are complete, and once you know that, you'll probably have a similar view to me, which is, the people that you work with that you think aren't as spiritual as you, they are, and you just need to connect with them a bit more. You need to communicate a bit more. Just try to understand people. Not everyone's woke. And going about life and cultivating the everyday things is just as important as the spiritual things. I definitely went through that phase, which is thinking that I'm better than everyone, and everyone, more people should do the psychedelics. More people should take the plants. I don't think everyone should. I think they're probably too powerful for a lot of people, and I think some people are too mentally weak. So you probably are mentally strong to have gone through. I know some of the stuff that's come up for me is giving me a mental beating. So if you can deal with that, you are strong. But don't look down on those who don't want to do this, don't want to follow the path. They're alright. Become friends with them. You won't be stuck in this same echo chamber. That's all I had to say. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you have a different opinion. I'm sure you do. I'm sure people have a different opinion of this. It's my 2 cents. Thank you for watching. Watch my other ones. That side, whichever side it is. Thanks, guys. Bye.